shout out who watching on Instagram. If y'all haven't added us already, make sure y'all add us at Trucking Out the Box on Instagram. TruckingOutThebox on Instagram.
Everything, all one word.
So give us a minute to get set up. Give us a little minute for everybody to start coming in here. So while we're waiting on that, make sure y'all go ahead and drop y'all cities in the comments. Yeah, shout out to everybody. Y'all already know how we get started. Drop y'all cities in the comments. Drop rep where y'all from. And then we're going to get it started from there. Like I said, we live on Instagram too.
Yep.
Shout out to everybody hopping in on Instagram.
Oh, what's up?
We're going to do this
right.
right.
Getting us over there. We got, okay.
We're going to talk about a lot of different things today too. We're going to talk about, the main thing is how to, yeah, what's up? What's up with y'all? Everybody drop y'all city. So everybody on Instagram, y'all already know how we do. Everybody on YouTube, y'all know how we do. Drop y'all city and stay where y'all from, and we're going to take it from there.
Yep, and get them likes up too.
Yeah.
5 people in there, 5 likes.
I need to see a whole bunch of hearts floating up on the Instagram too. Heart it, do what y'all do. Let me get set up, get in here so I can respond.
Refresh.
Yeah, so I can respond to everybody.
Alright.
We'll be on here today for about an hour, and what we're gonna talk about mainly is we're gonna talk about how to start a box truck company, why it's important to have a mentor in the game if possible. We're gonna talk about my mentor and being able to mentor other people. We're gonna talk about a lot of my mentees. We're gonna talk about my first week of dispatching, and we're gonna give a lot of shout outs. So yeah, stay tuned.
And so we got Mississippi in the house in both spots. Okay. We got Missouri in the house, Ohio. YouTube, drop where y'all from. It's 10 people in here. We need to see where everybody from. Y'all know how we do.
Like I said, I'm gonna give everybody a little minute to kind of chime in, then we're gonna take it from there. But shout out to everybody who getting in there. Okay, I'm just now getting the alert, so people should just now start to get the alert too.
Yeah.
Okay, shout out to AZ. We got AZ in the building.
Maryland too. Maryland. I've been there once.
Okay, we got about 30 people in here, so we can get going. All right, first off, like I said, shout out to everybody. Make sure y'all rep y'all city and state. Make sure y'all rep where y'all from. I'm gonna give a few shout outs. Like she said, shout out to Mississippi. Shout out to Arizona. Shout out to Georgia. Shout out to Ohio. Shout out to my man Kelvin. Your shirt coming soon. He won the giveaway.
Yep.
We do giveaways all the time. If y'all not already following us, make sure y'all head over to the Instagram. Follow, like all pics, and watch the full story for a chance at a giveaway. We'll do another giveaway too. Yeah. The Instagram, she'll put it in. Is you in as us? No. Is you?
Nah.
So she'll put the we'll try to put the or maybe I might gotta put it in there. Yeah, I think I gotta put it in there. So we'll put the Instagram title in there so y'all can get on Instagram and join us too. Like I said, shout out to everybody. Shout out to Cali. Shout out to Ontario. We'll do a little, not necessarily a Q&A, but, during the gaps, as long as them likes is up, we'll answer some questions, too. So, the first thing I really want to get on here and talk about when dealing with how to start a trucking company, I think it's very, very important that mentorship is a part of it, right? So, whether it's your father, whether it's an OG that like in the trucking game, some old head you might know or something like that, rather it's one of your peers, rather it's one of your partners who did it before you, rather it's somebody from YouTube, myself, my wife, a few other channels out there that's out there. But I do think it's important that you get a mentor when starting not only this industry and this type of company, but any company, right?
Yeah.
You always want to be able to have somebody to lean on, have somebody to kind of hold your hand through the process, have somebody who's been through what you're trying to attempt to go through. And
we got Trucking Empire in the building. Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my mans too. So we're gonna have a lot of stuff to go through today during this hour. We'll be on here for about an hour and we'll take it from there. Again, I want to give a shout out to everybody who joining right now, and I want to give a shout out to everybody who voted on the day that y'all feel like our content should come. So everybody in the comments too, if y'all want us to come on here every Sunday, then just drop Sunday in there. You know what I'm saying? Drop the prayer hands for the Lord Day or something. Drop that in the comments and then we'll take it from there. But yeah, like I said about a mentor, I feel like that's important, just to save yourself from mistakes. So let me talk about my mentor, right, and how it trickles down. My mentor, our mentor in the game is mistakes. We learn from our mentor. We learn from our mistakes. We learn from the mistakes that we've made. We've learned from messing up. We've learned from, failing, right? And in return, our mentees learn from us so they don't have to go through that. They paying us to, to of course join an amazing program, get the ebook, and so on and so forth. But it's mainly to start off, but start right.
Yep.
I forget the exact percentage, but I want to say it's over 80%. I think it's even over 90% of businesses fail within the first year, within the second year, or within the first 3 years of starting their own company. So when you're in this industry, you don't want to fail right off the bat, or you don't want to break even, right? Or you don't want to be in the red. You don't want to go through a year of trucking or 2 years of trucking and look at your profit and loss sheet, or maybe you don't even know how to read a profit and loss sheet, or maybe you don't know about shout out to Trucking Empire. I know he just dropped a video on CPM. Maybe you don't know your cost per mile. Maybe you don't know your operation cost. So you might not even be able to understand a P&L sheet, right? That's very, very, very important. So when you hopping in this industry, especially for everybody that's learning from us, we learn from our mistakes. We learn from all the mistakes that we made, and our mentees learn from us. So, like I said, in return, they're able to start a company brand new, straight from scratch, and be able to succeed right off the bat. I think that's very important. Y'all comment if y'all think that's very important to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely out my second year, feeling head above water. See what I mean? Do you have a mentor? I really like to know, to that person that just made that comment, do you have a mentor? A mentor can really, again, it doesn't have to be us. I'm speaking generally, right? It could be your dad. It could be, your uncle. It could be your partner, your peer, or it could be another YouTube channel. But I do want to stress the importance of having a mentor in this industry.
Yeah.
One thing about us and what we preach to our mentees is compliance. So I remember, a few months back, even still to this day, even on the news, you guys are seeing that there's a lack of trucks, there's a lack of freight being moved, there's shipping containers that are still at the dock and all this stuff, but people are saying that the trucking game is oversaturated. The box trucking game is oversaturated. Too many people getting into the game. You know what I tell my mentees? Don't even pay attention to that. You know why? Number one is compliance. A lot of people that's hopping into the game, they might not know. They don't have a mentor, or they don't have an ebook, or they don't have a structure. They didn't have their notes out when they're seeing their favorite trucking channel get on live. They don't have their notes out to write it down. So they're not compliant. What I mean by compliant is
no ELD.
No ELD.
They don't have everything in a binder. So I've been noticing, like, just listening and stuff, a lot of people just been hopping in without even, like, doing research or anything. Like, they just hopping in, just getting factoring companies, trucks, and don't know nothing about the game. Like, they don't know nothing about anything. They getting all this stuff without even doing the research. So then, it's already starting off bad because you just hopped in and you done wasted a lot of money getting all this stuff that you didn't even need, because you're rushing to get in. There's no rushing this. Like, you just got to take your time. Hop in. You do your research for a little bit. Make sure it's what you're trying to do. Get your, money together. Like, start saving up a little bit. Don't just rush in, buy a truck. Somebody bought, but somebody had got a factoring company before they even got into business. Like, you can't just hop in like that. You got to for real do your research and, know what you're doing before you just hop into something.
Right. And if you do it like that, then you're already on the process of, like I said, being compliant and being able to stay into the game. So, like I said, a few months ago, even up until today, it's a mix. They're saying, whoa, it's oversaturated. But then they're saying, oh my God, it's not enough trucks. Then they're saying, oh, can I make money in a box truck, a cargo van, and a sprinter, and a small box truck and all this stuff, as opposed to a semi? Yes, it's a lot of money to be made. Like I said, don't worry. Like I tell my mentees, don't worry about the game being oversaturated, because people are coming in, they're running with no ELD. They don't know how much weight they're supposed to scale, so they're picking up too much weight. They don't know the bad areas of where to go and where not to go. So they're having a deadhead too much. They don't know how much per mile they should be taking because they don't know their cost per mile. So if you don't know how much it costs to operate your vehicle per mile, how are you gonna know what load to take? I might be able to take $2 a mile. You might have to take $2.50 a mile, rather as to somebody else might be able to take $1.65, $1.70 per mile. It's just different. It all depends on your cost per mile. Like I said, to operate the vehicle, cost per mile is how much does it cost per mile for you to even run the vehicle. If you don't know that, then you already behind, right? If you're trying to run with no ELD, you're already behind. If you don't know how much weight you can scale, take your truck, go to the weigh station, get it weighed. That's how easy it is. I believe the first time it's $12. I finessed, so I got a verbal reading, and they was able to tell me just by me hitting the button, and I'm like, yo, I don't even need to come inside. Can you just give me a verbal? And they gave me a verbal, save $12 right there. Now I know, okay, my gross vehicle weight is 26,000. My truck weighs, with me and her in it, 16,000. Okay, I can haul 10,000. Some of you guys aren't willing. Let's talk about startup costs too. With that being said, right? Like she said, don't. Now this is our opinion. Y'all know how we do. We part of the rental game, so I don't want to knock nobody who's buying their trucks or who's leasing their trucks or making payments on their truck. I'm just talking about for everybody trying to get in and try to get in the right way, and who's trying to save on startup costs, right? So bear with me, everybody who's trying to save on startup costs. This is the sauce I'm trying to get y'all. So if you don't know nothing about the industry, or you brand new, or you just trying to get in and figure it out, why would you buy a truck? In my opinion, that doesn't make any sense. Not to mention, trucks right now are highly, highly overpriced. Yeah. It doesn't even make sense to do that. So if you hopping in, let's say you do got 60,000, or let's say you only got 10, 15,000 or 5,000. You got it just enough for the percent that they want for the truck, right? So now you buy a truck. You done bought a 24-foot because you was thirsty, you couldn't find a 26-foot. You didn't get your dimensions, so you don't even know that 24-foot or whatever truck you bought, 16-footer, you can't even fit 2 pallets side by side because you don't. You know, 2 pallets side by side, the average pallet is usually about 48 wide. Yeah. A lot of y'all can't even fit 2 pallets side by side on a truck. If you can't fit 2 pallets side by side on a truck, you can't even take an Amazon load. So that should give you guys a lot right there. Do your homework. Don't jump into it. But let's talk about that versus renting. Us, for instance, or you don't know, right? You're on the fence. You got your job. You're like, damn, I want to fire my boss. I'm tired of working. Yeah, somebody said don't forget about fuel weight. Make sure your gas tank is on F when you go weigh your truck. Yeah. It's a different weight. It's 50 gallons to 100 gallons of gas. So if you go weigh your truck and you don't even have a full tank, I don't know what to tell you. But usually, to comment on there what you were saying about the weight, I'm really telling people when they go pick up the truck from the rental company, you should go straight to go weigh your truck anyway. So usually you'll have a fuel tank of gas. And make sure you and your significant other, or just you, who's ever going to be driving the truck, make sure they're in the truck. Put a bag of clothes or something in there. Make sure all your equipment is back there. And like you said, full tank of gas. And that way you can get your appropriate weight with y'all all in there. I want to get a second just to kind of go over the comments. Then I want to kind of get back into it, talking about the startup costs when you're going to rent versus when you're going to go buy. I also kind of want to talk about, like I said, the risks of it all. So we kind of felt like, I'll kind of hop into a little bit of it now. So we felt like it was less of a risk. Like I said, one of you guys might be on the fence. She had a great job at the post office. A lot of people, they not turning that, especially females. They not walking away from no post office government job, right? So in our case, well, you can kind of tell them about your experience personally, especially walking away from that.
So walking away, I mean, it was a little, I wouldn't say difficult, but it was something I really had to think about because, I never started a business before. I always kept a job bringing in money, so I'm like, I don't know how that's going to go with me not getting a constant check. And we came up together to start a business, and we both was really in it 100%. So, it just made it easier for me to quit because I'm like, it's both of us. So, I mean, we don't have no choice. We cannot fail. Like, failing is not an option. So, I left the post office, I think I said this in the last live, but they was real sad and they were trying to make me stay. They was like, "Is it us? What do we do?" I'm like, "No, I got some big plans going on, so it's time for me to go." So I just left the post office. Like I said, we already came up with a plan together before I even left. So we already had the plan en route before I left. I didn't just up and leave without having a plan. We already had this trucking company that we wanted to do in our head. We already had this plan, so that made it easier to leave too. We was both 100% willing to jump in and risk it, and then we already had a plan. So if we didn't come up with an idea of trucking, and we were still like coming up with businesses, of course I'd have still been at my job until we actually came up with what we wanted to do before I just quit and hop in. So we already had a plan, and like I said, we both was ready, so I hopped in.
Yeah, so a lot of people, they might not have that type of faith. I'm sure it made it easier too with us going to go rent a truck, as opposed to us draining our savings going to go buy a truck. Now we got this truck payment that's a headache. One thing about business, right, y'all? You want to have an exit strategy. That's the key when it comes to business, is being able to get out.
Yep.
That's the key. Everybody, a lot of people ask me, "Yo, where's the trucks? How did you have 7 trucks and then now you're just dispatching? How were you able to make the transition like that?" 2 reasons. Number one, because we studied and we planned ahead, so we already knew what we had to do. But number 2 is because we rented. So think about this. How easy of an exit strategy is this, right? All you got to do is pull back up the budget and just give them the truck. Go back home. Now you got no truck payment. I finessed my insurance. I don't want to give away too much sauce, but I give y'all a little sauce just for everybody who got their pen and pad out, right? So now that I don't have a truck, obviously I still want my FMCSA, my DOT and all that to still be active, right? So what I did was I kept the truck on there, the same truck we had on there, or maybe I put an older truck on there. I can't remember, but an older truck is better for, like I said, for everybody who's taking notes. Older truck is better. So put an older truck on there. I lowered the value way down because I'm not in the truck anyway. Kept all my coverages the same. I lowered the value of the truck way down, and it's crazy because Progressive actually cut me a refund check. Because think about it, I had 7 trucks, so I'm paying this. I was paying probably like, I got a good deal, so I was really paying like $4,000 a month for all them trucks. But I'm paying the trucks off. I'm paying the trucks off. So now, as it fluctuates from going to 7 trucks, 5 trucks, 2 trucks, 3 trucks, whatever. Now it's like, okay, we got 0 trucks, but my authority is still be able to be active. Not only that, I'm not getting bust over the head for overhead costs. So again, that came from studying the game, knowing what most drivers do. A lot of drivers, especially team drivers and semi-drivers, they run it up. A lot of y'all scared to run it up. Talking about you want to get in the truck for 30 days, 60 days. That's not about to work. Hop in the truck, get the bag, then put yourself, go from, we're going to have a video coming up on this soon. When you go from owner-operator to operator, when you get to sit in that seat. And then when you go from operator to being able to get even further away from the business, when you got like an operations and, a whole system in place to be able to run your business for you. That's the ultimate goal, y'all, right? We trying to get the Bill Gates bag. We trying to get the, the Jeff Bezos bag.
We trying to get that financial freedom.
Right, financial yeah, we trying to get that M. Multiple M's, right? So that's the goal. You want to put yourself in a position to where it's like, okay, I got 100% passive income. Dang, that's cool. Okay, we doing this, we doing that, but I'm able to operate in this type of a way. That's the goal. So again, to the person that's working that good job, you working for the light company, you working for Tesla or something like that, you working for the police department, you've been working a job for however long, right? And you're like, man, I keep seeing these videos, trucking out the box, talking about they made 4K their first load. They talking about they did a load for their neighbors for $12,000. Their neighbor tipped them $1,000, so they had $13,000. I'm watching trucking out the box. They had 7 trucks. I need to do this. I need to make 6 figures in a month. I need to get this type of bag. So what do I do? Okay, this is what you can do. You can either A, jump all the way off the porch. That's what I'm gonna tell you. No risk, no reward. Jump, right? It's some people out there, especially everybody who dealing with like prison reform, and you done got out of prison, or you done got out this type of life, and you trying to get in this life, or whatever, right? Those type of people, they not scared to make that jump. They was risking their life and their freedom, let alone risking some money. It's a big difference between somebody risking their life, risking their freedom, doing what they was doing, putting them in the situation that they was dealing with, as opposed to learning this industry and they're like, dang, wait a minute, all I gotta do is risk a little bit of time, a little bit of energy, and a little bit of money. Oh, come on, man, that's easy. I was just doing this. I was just risking my life. So again, you can do that. Jump head first. But let's say you didn't want to jump head first. Let's say you was like, I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Again, I don't recommend that. But let's say you like, damn, I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I need to be all the way secure. My wife gonna kill me if I just hop in this trucking industry and take an L. First step, get a mentor. Second step, instead of preparing to buy a truck, when you're doing these steps, getting your LLC, it's a lot of other stuff in between that. Then you get your FMCSA, you get your DOT MC, a lot of stuff that come with that while you waiting the 25 days, then you get in the truck. Once you get to that part where you getting in the truck, you can get a rental. So how you get a rental? A lot of y'all probably like, damn, how I get a rental? I call Penske, they try to charge me a band, telling me I need $3,500 for the deposit. Hang up on them. Or damn, I call Budget, I got in touch with the wrong Budget guy, and now Budget is trying to charge me $5,000 deposit. They telling me I can only ride 1,400 miles. Hang up on them. Damn, I call Ryder won't even set my insurance. They not going with Progressive Insurance. I got Progressive. What do? They telling me I got to pay. Hang up on them. Tap in with somebody like us who giving y'all the game. That's another thing about this industry. You can give. It's not like nothing y'all ever did. It's not like, to all my street cats out there, it's not like the streets where you're in the streets and somebody hating on you. They don't want to give you the game. They don't want to give you the plug and all that. It's not like that. It's not like when you at all my females out there. It's not when you doing hair or when you doing nails and all the girl, your favorite hair person, she's scared. She don't want to give you the vendor. She don't want to give you the plug where she getting all her stuff from over China for the low, right? This industry not like that. This industry, you can tap in with somebody like us. You can tap in with your peers, our peers, right? That's in the game. Y'all see us on live with a few other channels as well. Y'all can tap in with channels like that, and they'll give you the sauce. For us, our lane, we specialize in, like I said, low startup cost, mentoring, and obviously a part of the low startup cost is the rentals. Mm-hmm. So, again, hanging up on Penske, hanging up on your budget guy, hanging up on Ryder, that's when you like, damn, wait a minute. Trucking out the box was going cross country. What are they doing to where they didn't have to have no damn no mouth cap or nothing like that? They didn't have to deal with no mouth cap. They didn't have to deal with this. Tap in. We got our rental account. You spend in when you win. We got our rental account manager on sale for only $200. $200. I'm tapping you. I'm even giving you the hack because it was a certain amount of people who was calling. They like, yo, I live in New York. I'm calling your mans. I told him where I live at. He can't help me, right? I'm giving y'all the hack to where y'all can finesse that part of the game, get in touch with my guy, do the hack, tell him where you at, for the hack that I give you, right? Because my guy is already tapped in. He already knows what's good. Everything is good. So once y'all call, y'all mention Courtney, once y'all mention Trucking Out the Box, y'all tapped in regardless anyway. So, yeah, pay the fee, y'all. Y'all see everybody in the comments. But like I said, $200, that'll get y'all right. So then, boom, I give y'all my rental account manager for budget and for Ryder. I give y'all the hack for budget because that's what we mainly recommend is budget. So that's when I turn around, I give y'all the hack for budget. Y'all get in touch. The main thing you want our rental account manager. There's 2 things you should be tapping in to try to get the rental account manager. The number one overall thing, even if you book and find your own truck, if you living in New York, if you living in South Carolina, wherever you're, all the trucks is in Cali. And I don't want to give too much sauce, but all the trucks is out here. But anyway, if you like, damn, I need a truck and I need a low rate, that's what you're getting the rental account manager for. You want the rental account manager to bless you for the low rate of $500 a week, 15 cents a mile. If you finesse her, $400. We pay 410 cents a mile. If you really can finesse, 410 cents a mile. You get the mentorship. You get the rental account manager. You tap in. Then you could even go one up. Let's say let's say you send me an email like, yo, I'm going to be honest, 515 sounds sweet. But man, I seen you on live. You was talking about I could even finesse 400, 450, whatever. Talk to me. How can I do that? Then we'll talk about something else like that. Maybe set up a consultation or something. And I could, finesse it to where you're getting it even lower. The goal is to make cheese. The goal is to make bread. The goal is to get in, make a lot of money, have an exit strategy, and then put yourself out of the owner-operator into the operator position, right? I want to talk about that a little bit too. Again, if y'all want the rental account manager, I'll put the cash up in. Y'all should just be sending it. If y'all want the rental account manager, it's only $200. just make sure you put your email in the info slot on Cash App. If you got Zelle or PayPal or Apple Pay or something like that, then you're going to have to email me and we'll talk about that. I'm not just going to get that information on live. But if you got Cash App, I'll go ahead and put for the rental account manager. I'll go ahead and put the rental account manager, Cash App, Bylug LLC, and be sure to include, let's see, be sure to include your email in the info slot. Boom. Y'all do that, it's done. Now, let's move on to, again, kind of getting in there. Is there something you want to chime in, babe?
No.
All right, so again, even just moving forward, you can do $200 for the rental account manager, get yourself in there. If you're thinking like, damn, I might need a consultation or something like that, then that's when you'll do, obviously we have consultations where we could talk, and we could talk about a lot of different things, and we could do 300. We already been here for 26 minutes. We only going to be on here for an hour, then we out. I'm going to go ahead and look at the likes, because if y'all ain't hit the like button, I'm hopping off. Y'all already know how I do. If it ain't no likes on here, even with Instagram, I'll cut the Instagram off. If y'all not on there hitting the heart button, showing love on there, then I'm just feeling like I'm wasting my breath. So I should see a whole bunch of hearts, whole bunch of likes and stuff on the IG, yeah, there we go. That's what I want to see. I want your phone to break. You hitting it so much. Everybody on YouTube, go ahead and hit that like button. I'm gonna run through a few more questions and then I'll get into it. Let me see where y'all at likewise though, especially if we less than half.
I think it said we have 53.
Okay, we have 53 likes.
78 people on here. We need 78 likes.
Right, because I know some people left, came back in, and so I need at least 80 likes, and then I'll start simply. I'll like it too. So y'all want me to like it, she'll like it. I'll cheat for y'all a little bit. While y'all getting the likes up, let me check Instagram, make sure ain't nobody asking no questions on there. If you're on Instagram and you got some questions, make sure y'all drop it. Somebody said Fast Troops LLC. He said, "Can I set up a call with you sometime?" Yes. All you gotta do is
hit the email.
That's all you gotta do is hit the email. So on Instagram, all you gotta do is hit my bio. So you hit my bio, my email is in there. Just make sure you cash ready. Shout out to Ohio. Again, shout out to Missouri. Shout out to Cali. Y'all all through Cali. That's what I like. Fast Troops LLC. Okay, shout out to Fast Troops LLC. I'm barely at my second year, feeling above water. We got you. Don't worry about it. Tap in. Hit the DM. I don't have a mentor, but I really need one. It's going to cost you, but we're going to take real good care of you. You got your money up. Tap in. We only got one more left for the month anyway. I kind of, but I surpassed some dedicated LTL lanes are what saved me. Was in white glove and claims kills you. Okay. My wife on my head about this smoothie. I ain't missing the live sauce. That's what I like to see. Let me check and see where y'all at too.
Houston.
Let me check and see where y'all at. Okay, 10 more likes. We got 64. Come on, 15 more likes. I'm gonna get over to the questions on YouTube. Keep doing y'all thing. Definitely motivation. Shout out to F Deezy. Shout out to everybody that's in the Trucking Out the Box group Instagram. Pay the fee, y'all. Okay, that's why I'm gonna email you Monday morning, like we talked about, likes. Boss. Okay, that's what I like to hear. Everybody who keep their word. He said I need a consultation.
Actually, it's 82 people on here. We need 82 likes.
He said I need a consultation. Send a 3-piece McNugget. I got you. 300. I got you. Could you talk about Amazon in Missouri? Yeah, I could talk about Amazon in Missouri. I got my. It's not really a good time to look up Amazon though. So I don't wanna get on here and look up Amazon and then I start telling you about Amazon and you get discouraged because it's not the time to look at Amazon. I'll tell y'all this about Amazon. We've done Amazon and we use Amazon as like a backup. So our Amazon, we'll use it in Washington, Oregon, Minnesota. We'll use it where it's popping at. So Missouri, so Kansas, we'll use it where it's popping at, right? And we'll use it as a backup. So let's say for some odd reason, my driver got the brand new authority. I still need that Minnesota info. It's up in Minnesota. So let's say he got a brand new authority. And, for some reason, they hating on him. They ain't trying to get him to load. We having difficulties, whatever, blah, 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 right? I'll tell my driver, don't get discouraged. Or let's say he gets a really good load. Let's say he's calling me, but he's in a place he wants me to dispatch him. I haven't sent him to this place, but his starting place is Houston, Texas, just somewhere where it's not a lot of loads. Then I'll be like, yo, don't worry. Are you set up with Amazon? He'll say, yeah. Or I'll say, yo, I'm set up with Amazon. Don't worry about it. If we don't get nothing, then tonight after 8 o'clock, so make sure y'all write that down. Usually the board starts popping after 8 o'clock, whatever your time zone is. So if you're in California or your driver's in California, it's 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you're in Missouri, then it's 8 o'clock Pacific Standard, or it's Central Time, yeah. And if you're on the East, then obviously it's 8 o'clock Eastern Time. So as the time gets close, this is another thing. I'm glad he asked about Amazon. So for everybody out there who do Amazon or who wants to do Amazon or who's done Amazon, right? You should not be on Amazon taking no load for less than $2 a mile. If you're doing that, you're messing the game up for everybody else who's really trying to get that load, right? If you doing a load, that's another thing, y'all. Again, just pay attention. Don't make mistakes. If you trying to do Amazon and you going from, let's just say Missouri, or let's say the load is 250 miles, right? You might be looking like, they got a load, $500, $2 a mile. I need that. But it's two, and you go into an area. If you're not checking that area with Amazon to see if it's something coming back, you shouldn't be booking that load. Now, don't get me wrong. If the load is $4 a mile or above, book the load. Because obviously it's paying you to get there and back. Mm-hmm. So what you do is, I know Box Truck Bros talk about this too, right? I just seen on his Instagram, he said something like, yo, I booked a load for a guy that was, this much per mile. It was less than $2 a mile. He's like, yo, I just booked this load that was less than $2 a mile. It was this. Then the second load I booked them was over $2 a mile with this. When you average the two loads, it equaled $2.05. So his point was like, yo, you don't have to book every load over $2 a mile as long as the average is right? You know what I'm saying? Of course you don't want to go to, I'm going to use Wyoming for an example, right? So I want to give a shout out to, and I want to get the guy's company name right. So I want to give a shout out to Stone Tree Trucking, right? Stone Tree Trucking, first week in the game. This was last week on Monday. We dispatched them. So that's another perk of being a part of our mentorship. If you're part of our mentorship, we will dispatch you. So we dispatched him. His first load, mind you, the mentorship is $2,500. His first load. So during the mentorship, we saving you on your ELD. Mm-hmm. We saving you money with signing up with RTS. We saving you money with your down to the signs on your door. We saving you 15%.
We saving you money on the rentals too.
Saving you money on the rentals because you're not finding no rental $500 15 a mile. You're not finding that nowhere. So you ain't sent $200 yet to the cash app trying to get the rental plug. That's on you. We saving you money with your weekly costs, obviously, right? We save you money on insurance because we got the insurance jugs and the insurance hacks, so on and so forth, right? We saving them all this money. And we dispatching them the first week. My man Steven over at Stone Tree Trucking, he made $7,300 his first week in the game. Check this out though. Guess how many loads that was. I want y'all to guess in the comments how many loads did I book him his first week in the game, making him $7,300. I want to see some comments. Let me make sure y'all interact. Make sure y'all woke. Let me see some comments and hit them like buttons too, because I ain't checked it yet. But if it ain't over at 80 ball, then I'm going to stop. Okay, I see people saying 3, 4. On Instagram, 3. Okay. Make sure y'all get them hearts up on Instagram. Make sure y'all actually participate in y'all comment. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, so I was able to get my man, somebody said 12. Stop playing, LT. Cut it out. This ain't Amazon. So I was able to get my guy $7,300 on just 2 loads. I had him getting a load from Phoenix to, was it California?
Phoenix to
Washington.
Yeah.
I got him from Phoenix to Washington. Right, laugh at him. I got him from Phoenix to Washington. His first load ever, and he discouraged too. I'm telling him because I keep it real with everybody, right? And they got a dispatcher who drove. So that's another big plus for being a dispatcher. For all you guys out there, whether it's us or another company, whatever, right? Get your cheese. I don't dispatch for nobody who's not my mentee anyway. But if you trying to get a dispatcher and they drove, so you got somebody who know what it's like to travel from time zone to time zone. You got somebody who know what that lane is, especially us who know what that lane is,
what
like,
them
okay,
areas like.
damn, the fuel is this, the fuel is that, okay, the mountains, this, the weather, the interstate, the police, right? You going through this route, you might not want to be going through waste station, like all that stuff, cause you like, damn, wait a minute, he drove, so let me team up with him. That's a benefit of dispatching. But anyway, we dispatched them. Another thing too is being compliant, right? What if I didn't care about your hours of operation? I'm gonna keep it real. Your dispatcher, he don't even us. We care. Obviously, these are my mentees. Your dispatcher, he probably don't give a damn about you breaking compliance. So he trying to book you from here to goddamn Canada. He ain't about to tell you you need to make sure you got your documents and all that shit going on. He ain't telling you that. He not about to care about the load you picking up being 10,000 pounds. He's not about to care about you having to drop a load that's 750 miles the same day, knowing damn well you probably not going to be able to drive that many miles during that same day. He's just not about to do it, right? So having a benefit of somebody who actually drove, somebody who actually, been in the game, know about compliance, that's a major, major benefit to everybody that we dispatch as well. I know they like that about us. But anyway, back to my man Steven with Stone Tree Trucking. Booked him 2 loads. He was a little discouraged. He like, man, I'm in Phoenix area. Gas is incredible with the RTS fuel card. Somebody said how much in fuel. My man's got RTS fuel card, so he saved money in fuel. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He get anywhere between 40 cents off and more when dealing with fuel. Plus he doesn't gun it, so he does about 65 miles per hour to 70, so he's able to save on miles per gallon as well. But anyway, we did him 2 loads. He was a little discouraged. Anybody that know about Phoenix, any dispatchers on there who want to live, anybody who know about just the game period or just even having a truck in that area, right? Shout out to everybody who on the road right now who got us in the deck, man. They listening to us. Shout out to y'all, right? But anyway, or shout out to everybody getting that rest right now because they already at their location. They just waiting to drop tomorrow. I want to give a shout out to y'all too. But anyway, he's a little discouraged. He's like, damn, I'm in Phoenix. I'm looking at the board with you. I don't see nothing. It's looking bad. I'm like, man, I got you. It's cool. What I'm saying? I did a few tricks. I posted the truck, did a little this, and that, and we was able to make it happen. So he like, okay, cool. Let's do it. I'm like, all right, yeah, we got you. So boom. I give him a call. I'm like, yo, I got a load going to Utah. I don't even want to send you to Utah. And I got another. I'm telling him, I'm like, it ain't $4 a mile, so I wouldn't go. But it's your company. I ain't gonna lie. He thirsty. Shout out to Steven. He was thirsty, though. He like, look, I want to get rolling. Book it. I'll go. Da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, I ain't about to book it. I just kind of want to tell you, like, I'm seeing some stuff, but this is what I'm seeing. He like, all right, man. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, yeah, this what I got going. He like, all right, cool. So then I'm like, okay, I got something going to Washington. He like, all right, man, boom, I know it's, this, and I know I got to go through this state. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm going to have him take care of that. I'm like, I think he had a dead just a little bit. It wasn't too much. I'm like, I'm going to have him pay for all that. Boom. He like, all right, boom. So with the miles, everything, it was over $2 a mile. I think his first load was 3,300. He did have the deadhead like 150 miles. Deadheaded 150 miles to a little small town in AZ. Picked up the load. And then,
Washington.
Yeah, even with deadhead, it was over $2 a mile. Now, some of y'all out there might be thinking like, oh my God, Washington! I heard it's a bad area. I heard it's da da da. Right? I ain't gonna lie, I heard this too. But during our tenure going up to Washington, we ain't never had a problem, huh? We've never had an issue going to Washington State.
And then Amazon popping up there.
Listen, if you in Washington and you're not taking advantage of them $1,200 lows, $7, $8 a mile, I don't know what to tell you. So that's another thing I was thinking. I told my driver this. I'm like, bro, if I was you, let's do this load. You know what I'm saying? I can book it. The dude was cool. I had already called him earlier. Ain't nobody taking this load. I was able to get more money because of the route. He like, okay, send it for the rental account manager now through PayPal. No, we don't. You don't have my PayPal. My PayPal is not the email. If you need PayPal, you need to email me. You don't have my PayPal information. I don't know who you sending that to. So if you trying to send it through PayPal or Zelle, you have to dip into my email. Everybody else, if you trying to send it through Cash App, look at the pinned comment. It's right there. Or if you're interested, type in rental account manager. Are you interested in a consultation? Type in consultation. You're interested in that $2,500 mentorship? Type in mentorship. Same thing with the ebook. You're interested in an ebook? It's a $9.98. type ebook. I'll bless you with that. You feel like you just can read it and watch it and you don't need no hands-on experience? Just get the ebook, $9.98. You can't beat that. But anyway, I sent him up there. I sent him last 47064. Yeah. Okay, you already got my info. Yeah. So make sure you put your email too. But all right, boom. So I'm like, okay, let's get you up there to Washington. He like, man, let's do it. Boom, I sent him up there. He gets up there. Now the next day, I'm telling him, I'm like, I posted the truck again. So I'm like, bro, I ain't worried. He at the hotel. I'm like, bro, wake up early in the morning. Go to the go get some drop the load off. Come back to the hotel until I tell you like I got another load for you. He like, okay, cool. I get a load going to LA, which I know LA is cool because obviously I can get them a cross country load, getting them big bands, right? So I'm like, hey, I can get you this load going to LA. You want to do that? And then right before that though, I told him, I'm like, yo, somebody just called me. They trying to get you to Wyoming, but they trying to give you $4 a mile. He like, yeah? I'm like, yeah. He like, shit. No, I think it was a little over $3. It was almost $4 a mile. So he like, yeah. I'm like, bro, as soon as they called me, they was offering $2,800 for like 990 miles or something like that. He like, all right, let me check the E-way. So he checked the E-way, he see it's closed. I'm like, all right, say less. I'm gonna get you a non basically like not a strict deadline to drop it off. So he like, all right, bet. So I'm like, but don't trip, because I do got another load going to LA too. I ain't gonna lie. He like, all right, I think I want to do the LA load. Right. The LA load was more than $2 a mile too. He like, all right, I want to do the LA load. I'm like, all right. Then he like, hold on.
And then plus because of snow, I guess it wasn't no winter storm in LA, so he wanted to get to Cali.
Yeah. Then I'm like, bro, don't even trip, because I'm gonna send you from LA. It's gonna be good anyway. He like, all right, bet. Say less. Let's do that. I call him back. I'm like, yeah, hey. I called Dog. He said he can do over $4 a mile. So he like, wait a minute, four bands to go 900 and something miles, and he ain't tripping off the day it gotta be dropped off. Book that. I need it. He like, book it. I need it. I'm like, all right, say less. I got you. Boom. I was able to handle it, get it all booked, got him taken care of, 2 loads. That type of situation, you can go to a place like Wyoming. You can go to a place like Denver, Colorado, which no one wants to go. You can go to Utah. You can go to Texas or New Mexico or someplace like that, right? Because I think I just got an alert. Yeah, I got it too. It says it's waiting on me. I just got to accept it. Give me 18 minutes. I'm on here for 18 more minutes. I'm out of here. But I was able to do that for him. So he like, yo, dang, that's he like, yo, we're gonna do that. When you're going to a place like those places I just named that are typically bad places, if you're getting over $4 a mile, as long as you do the math, it's okay, y'all. It's okay. As long as you're driving 65 miles per hour to 70 miles per hour and you're not smashing on the gas, you saving money on fuel. As long as you got RTS fuel card, link in the bio. As long as you got RTS fuel card and you trying to save money on every fuel station you stop at, once again, you can do certain things that other can't do. The ticket for us to dispatch is $500 or 10%. We take it up front as well. But we don't dispatch anyone who's not a part of our mentorship. Just makes it easier for us. I'm going to be honest. January 1st, we did so much work from, this is what I was touching on earlier. I really didn't get to finish, right? So the average trucker that's really running it up, really running it up, they're running it up from April to December. Come December, what's the holiday in November? Come Thanksgiving and Black Friday, the bag for Amazon, that's peak season. So the bag is just incredible, right? So from April to December, all them people that's team driving in the semis, all them people that's in them box truck that was running it up and only came home for a week at a time every 4 to 8 to 12 weeks, who was running it up, they don't have to do anything in January, February, March except get their taxes together, work on their YouTube, maybe advance their company, develop payroll, stuff like that, right? So you can start being a little bit picky in the things that you're doing from January, February, March. Now us, obviously, we're not trying to just be 100% off, but we are doing those things. We're trying to be able to get you guys better content, My next video is being edited by the Box Truck Couple. Shout out to the Box Truck Couple. They're going to show us how to like edit and do little stuff so it'll draw a little bit more attention for you guys. I'm not the best editor, right? We're going to be working on staff. So right now, I don't want to be all over the place. But right now, let me tell you what my team is. Yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button or I'm stopped. It's 113. We need at least a honey bun when it comes to the like. Let me get 20 likes right now in the comments. Everybody on Instagram, make sure y'all hit the heart. Drop some comments. Tell me what y'all need. And then I'll stay on here. But like I said, when it comes to I forgot where I was going because I looked at the likes. I'm like 85, 115. It messed my head up. Hit the like button. I think I'm gonna remember as soon as I see the likes adding up. Everybody in the he said, so do I need to get the mentorship? Box Truck G Money. The mentorship is $2,500. If you're interested in the mentorship, tap in. Obviously, we hold your hand the whole way through. Yes, if you are one of our mentees, we do also offer dispatching as well. Okay, 8 more likes. I appreciate y'all too. Shout out to y'all. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Like everybody out there, we get the interaction, we get the involvement from you guys. That's what I like. That's all I want. 5 more likes. I'll continue to. I think it's coming back to me a little bit. 5 more likes is really gonna hit me. What guys? I need a dispatcher. For the dispatcher, yeah, like I said, you must be a part of our mentorship. Who's a better factoring company? RTS.
Right, I know we got RTS.
Hit my email. If you're on Instagram, hit my email. 4 more likes on YouTube, and I'll start dripping the sauce. Like I said on Instagram, hit my email. My email is in there. All you gotta do is hit the email, and I'm gonna bless you. 2 more likes on 2 more likes, man. 2 more likes on YouTube. Box Truck Mentorship. Yeah, tap in, man. The mentorship is where it's at. Okay, we got a honey bun. That's all I wanted. A little nice iced honey bun up there in the like section. That's all I needed right there, man. Shout out to y'all. Now, like I was saying, y'all, the months of January, February, March, our plans is to, get the revamp our YouTube, get you guys ready for that. Obviously, we also want to grow our company. So right now, what my team consists of, payroll. So shout out to ADP. This is my team, right? This is my team. Mind you, it's good to have a great team. Shout out to my man Fallout. I gotta stop everything. Shout out to Fallout. He sent 10. He said for support of the channel and jumping on the live. Plus, I know how much work goes into all the YouTube stuff. Respect. Shout out to you, man. You always been messing with us for a minute. For you to still be in here from now, from the time when old dude was sucking death out of my gas tank, that's a wonderful feeling. So shout out to you, man. Shout out for the 10. Like I said, this is my team, right? Everybody team different. This is my team. My team consists of payroll. So shout out to ADP. I'm on the phone with them weekly trying to make sure payroll and my 401k, or if I want to do SEP IRA, stuff like that, I'm on the phone with them, make sure that goes good. We got a financial advisor. Shout out to, what's it called out there? I always forget Edward Jones. Shout out to Edward Jones. We got a nice financial advisor. It's also my accountant. So shout out to my accountant. I'll be giving you guys that information real soon. But shout out to all my mentees. You guys have access to that. If my mentees are in here and I still haven't gave you the accountant, all you got to do is text accountant to my phone. It'll ring right now, and I'll bless you with my accountant team. But that's my team, right? And my partner. And Keep Trucking. And RTS. And those guys. So that's my team. My team consists of partners. My team doesn't consist of peers. Or I'm sorry, it does consist of my peers and partners. But my team does not consist of employees or, staff or anything like that. That's the part that we're getting into. That's the part that we're getting into for January, February, and March to be able to prepare for the volume in April when we reopen our driving program. So that's another thing we did for the community and for the people out there. We created a driving program that a lot of people still ask me about and still try to tap in with to this day as far as helping them get the experience part, right? And again, that's only available for my mentees. So all my mentees, sometimes they got everything. Shout out to my man's I don't wanna say the wrong information. I don't have it on here. Dang, but shout out to my man's out of Oakland, Cali. I know he in here. Pastor Larry. Shout out to my man Pastor Larry. He just bought the mentorship. He lives in he just bought the $2,500 mentorship. He lives in Oakland, California, doing his thing out there, street worshiping and stuff like that, doing street preaching and stuff like that, doing his thing. So he already has something going on, but he wants to dabble into another industry. But he also asked me about the experience part of the game. So even now, with us not offering the the hands-on part until April, depending on when he's ready, whether it's February or March, or obviously April we can do the program. But if it's February or March, then now since our mentorship is 2,500, now we do a little bit above and beyond. So now with him being in California, now we can link up. So now we can link up. He can sit side by side with us at a nice little Ritz Carlton or JW or something like that, and he can see us like, okay, this is how they dispatch. Okay, wait, this is how you drive the truck. We can go rent the truck real quick. He could bend a couple blocks, spin a couple corners, and see like, okay, damn, this is how I do it. So he's getting the hands-on part of it too, due to what our mentorship holds now. Another thing with our mentorship, we tell people all the time, you can get your FMCSA process for free. So in our ebook, we walk you how to do it for the 300. It's a lot of companies out there charging people. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to LT Wiggins. Shout out to all y'all.
LT.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my mentees in the comments answering all the questions. Y'all know I can't really get in. I'm dripping so much sauce on y'all right now. Shout out to Gunna, man. He just dropped that new album. I know y'all playing that. But yeah, I'm trying to drip and drown on y'all so much right now. I can't focus on the comments. But anyway, like I said, for us to be able to have the mentorship and the amount that we charge now, we're able to do other things. So now we're able to walk you through the process. So even if you like, man, bro, I know you told me, it's right here in black and white in the ebook. I paid it $300. I got the lady on the line, but bro, she just not helping me, man. This is really irritating me. She's not helping me. And I'm like, all right, man, boom, I got you. And I'll go through step by step, question by question, answer by answer, and walk you through the FMCSA process. Excuse me. So you're able to save $800. People are charging $1,000, $1,100 just to file your FMCSA through a third party company. And then they're giving you your UCR through some, I don't know what company that is. Then they're giving you your BOC3 through another. So they're over and under charging you for all this stuff that you don't even need. Shout out to Catalea Neal. She blessed us with a $20 donation too. I really appreciate y'all for that. But like I said, everybody who like I said, now we're able to walk you through that process. Like I said, if you're not getting it or you're on the phone, you just can't figure it out. Now we can walk you through that because our mentorship is appropriately priced. So we're able to get y'all all the way right from the part where you're starting your own company all the way to the end when you hopping in a truck. And then not only is you hopping in a truck, but you like, yo, I'm in a truck, but I need help. I need
Shout
this.
out to David McGill real quick.
Oh yeah, man!
He
Shout
donated a 20 ball. Shout out to our man.
Hop in here, man. I'm missing a lot of stuff. Y'all got me wanting to hop in the comments now.
I just had to cut him off real quick and shout out David McGill.
Yeah, man. Shout out to David McGill, man. That's love. I just blessed my mans with the apparel too. I ain't gonna say merch because we ain't got no merch yet, but I blessed them with the company apparel.
We coming out with some merch for y'all.
Yeah, right? we'll come out with some of y'all. But shout out to him. You know what I mean? So, but like I was saying, man, this the mentorship and just everything as far as getting involved from the start to the finish and starting your company onto this step to this step to this step. Not only are we able to help you build, but we're there the whole time. People ask me all the time, how long is your mentorship, bro? The mentorship is lifelong. Obviously, you're not gonna need me that long, but if the mentorship for you, if you want, because it's never ending. It's not just I helped you start your company. It's not just I helped you get the truck. It's not just I'm helping you get your first load. It's not just I'm helping you, how do you finally upload your documents and get paid? No, I'm helping you like, it's time to get, now it's appropriate for you to get off the road. Let's go from owner-operator to operator. Oh, dang, man, you done did that for a little minute. Now let's work on hiring your first driver. Let me finesse you and give you these legal documents so you can protect yourself and your business when you're hiring or firing. Okay, boom. Okay, dang. Okay, let's talk about scaling. Let's get you an accountant, man. I work with these people over here. They work pretty good. Okay, man. Dang, you wonder how do you pay yourself? How do you pay your employees? Should you do 1099 or W-2? Man, let's just go ahead and do W-2. Let's do everything right. Let me get you set up with my guys over at ADP. Let's get this set up the right way. You know what I'm saying? Then, oh, how do I pay myself? What do I do? Pay yourself just like a regular employee. Pay yourself through W-2. That way when you go in and try to, and again, shout out to David McGill. He kind of complimented this sauce and kind of dripped this on me too. So like when you're going in, and this worked for us. When you're going in, and you trying to go get a car, or you going in, you trying to go get a loan, or you going in, you trying to go get something, and they know you got the money, but it ain't about the money. They want you to be having check stubs and all this other stuff. So you could be like, yo, I got the check stub from my company right here. I work for this trucking company. Here's my check stub. They looking at your shit like, damn, you made 12 bands the last 3 months because you paying yourself 4 bands. Whatever you might be paying yourself. You pay yourself $100,000 a year. That's $8,300. Whatever you paying yourself. So you like, okay, damn, you gonna get that stuff you need. So again, that's how we treat our mentees. That's how we operate for them. It's exclusive. So when we come out with new ebooks and stuff like that, you can only get them if you're a mentee now. When we come out with the scaling course, you can only get that if you're. How you gonna get my scaling course if you don't even have my ebook? We're not doing that. So you can only get my scaling course if you have our ebook. When we talk about dispatching and we drip the sauce on y'all about dispatching and stuff like that, we'll get that to the war. Obviously, that'll be a $9.98. Nice course, but it's gonna be so hands-on that I would rather you be a part of my mentorship. We just haven't figured out if we're gonna offer that to everybody or just my mentees. But that's the goal, right? I'm preparing my mentees to not only get in the game, and then that's another thing before I get off of here, because I know we got about 5 minutes left. But I encourage all my mentees and I encourage all you guys out there to, when you hop in the game, this is why you want to hop in the game. You want to get the experience. You want to know what DEF is versus diesel. You want to know how much miles per gallon your truck is getting versus when it drives 60, 65, 70, 75. How are you going to hire somebody if you don't know these things? This is important company information. So you want to be able to, you can't expand if you want to get, how many of y'all, because I know I have, how many of y'all out there, put the raise hand emoji or something like that, or say me or something. How many of y'all out there have worked for a company, insurance company, telemarketing, McDonald's, and the nigga don't even know how to flip a burger that you work for? The boss. Every time he come in, he like a deer with a headlights. Oh my God, we're busy. Karen, can you flip it? Right? He don't know what's going on. I've been in that situation multiple times where I'm at a job and the nigga that I'm working for do not even know how to do what I'm doing. But he's sitting there telling me what to do. And I'm looking at him like, you don't even know lettuce supposed to go on that, right? You sitting there cussing him like, da. That's the process. So you don't want to be dealing with that when it comes to your truck. Your truck driver calling you talking about the ELD slipping out. You know damn well the ELD do not slip out. So you know he trying to finesse the clock. You know he risking your company. You know he doing all this stuff, putting you in the red. You know what's going on. Or he calling you talking about, I don't know what happened. Boom, with the time, blase. So you just want to be on that. You want to be appropriate. You want to be able to know what's going on. So get in the truck. I know the live gonna cut me off on here on Instagram too. Shout out to everybody who hopped in. Hit the hearts real quick. Make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all add us on YouTube. Everybody on YouTube, go over to Instagram. Make sure y'all add us on Instagram. Yeah. But like I said, man, just the closing real quick. We got about a minute and a half left. I just want y'all to be in the truck. I want y'all to get the experience. But this industry is so lovely and so appropriate. You don't have to be in the truck that long. So you could take turns. Just like me and her. Our first goal when we hopped in the truck was to hop in the truck, run up a bag, and then split up and then do it like that. It's just the way God works and the way everything works. We was actually able to sit back, reevaluate the company. Y'all remember? Y'all write me in the comments. Hey, you're not in the truck. What happened? Why aren't you in the truck? You did. Wait, what are you guys doing? You only did it. You remember? You probably the one did it. So, you know what I'm saying? This company is like that, though. This industry is like that, to where you can hop in and appropriately scale. It could be 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, and they looking at you like, damn, they was able to jump, they was able to get a driver, boom, they was able to get an office, they was able to do this and that and the third. So, like I said, man, closing this last 30 seconds, I want to give a shout out to all 100 of y'all who hopped in. I appreciate all y'all. If y'all need anything, Cash App, $BYLUG LLC. 200 for the rental account manager, 300 for the consultation, $9.98 for the ebook, and 2,500 for the mentorship. Everybody on Instagram, I appreciate y'all. Tap in, like all our pictures, and comment. Shout out to them. That just ended. That means we just hit an hour. Appreciate all y'all and all 45 people that hopped in on Instagram. Shout out to y'all. If y'all need us, tap in. If y'all need anything, all y'all got to do is tap in. Like I said, email us. If you just hopped in a live, you like, oh my God, what I missed? I missed the sauce. And you grabbing your plate, you blew it. No spaghetti for you. But hit the comment, hit the comment section, hit the description box, get whatever information you need, and we'll take it from there. 200 for the rental account manager, 300 for consultation, $9.98 for the ebook, 2,500 for the mentorship. I'm out, man. I'll see y'all soon.
Have a good night.
Trucking out the box. We out. Peace.